This guided meditation is for everyone who is passionate about being of service. And during this time where the globe is experiencing such a demand for people who are willing to be of service, I invite you to take this journey with me as someone who is called to serve, to help revitalize, to help you tap into a perspective that will offer you additional energy, additional stamina, additional sense of joy as you face some of the most difficult times you may ever face. We begin this journey by first getting ourselves grounded and relaxed. And the best way to do that grounding and relaxing is as easy as taking a deep breath. For those who are unfamiliar with taking deep breaths, I invite you to take a breath to the count of 4 seconds and then release your breath to the same count of 4. You would start breathing in through your nose or your mouth, it doesn't matter, whichever is more comfortable. And the count goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, and then releasing the breath the same way: 4, 3, 2, and 1. So let's take a series of deep breaths now. I invite you to do your own counting. As we begin our first deep breath, you doing your own counting. As you're taking your deep breath, just scan your physical body. How are you physically feeling? Are places in your body that you notice feel different, wanting more attention? And as you release your breath, just make notes of the parts of your body that come to mind. Maybe there's an itch, maybe there's an ache, maybe there's something that your body wants to physically tell you. Just make note of it. And as you take a couple of standard breaths, preparing for your next deep breath, be mindful of the gift of this deep breath is given to us by an extraordinary mother, Mother Earth. Mother Earth, who is creating all the oxygen that we're breathing. As you begin to take your next deep breath, counting into the count of 4, scan your emotional state. How are you feeling emotionally? Happy, sad, glad, focused, scattered, concerned, afraid? And as you release your breath, again, just taking note of what you feel. And be mindful that what you feel is neither good or bad, right or wrong. It's just what you're feeling. There's no need to judge yourself for how you're feeling. And as you take a couple of standard breaths, getting yourself more situated, whether that's being seated or lying down, being mindful of the room that you're in, being aware of the environment you've created to sustain you. Time to prepare for our next deep breath, and again, counting into the count of 4 at the pace of 1, 2, 3, 4. As you're taking that deep breath in, holding it just a moment, and now releasing that next big deep breath is 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, just taking a few standard breaths, and take a moment to get a sense of how you feel in your relationship to that whatever you consider to be sacred or divine. Whatever term you use, Allah, Yahweh, God, Christ, consciousness, Buddha, Kuan Yin. What do you feel? How is your connection to that which you consider to be sacred? Do you sense it as a strong connection? Do you sense that connection not even there? Again, whatever your connection is to whatever it is you feel sacred, just noting that as we begin our next phase of getting grounded. As we continue our journey, it's important for you to feel a sense of being grounded, supported, safe. And as you continue to expand your capacity to take deep breaths, now turn your attention to your connections to what you're feeling physically, whether it's the seat of the chair, the cushion that you're lying on, the floor or ground beneath your feet. To continue to get grounded, I invite you to use your imagination just a little bit and just imagine that wherever your physical body is in contact with another physical object, again, whether that's a pillow, whether that's a chair, whether that's an armrest, floor, maybe you happen to be walking and you're feeling the ground beneath your feet. For a moment, pause your walking and feel this connection, this support. Feel the gravity that's holding you in place. And as you remain still for just a moment, imagine these beautiful tendrils of light, like strands of hair, beginning to root you into Mother Earth, beginning to ground you in like roots of a plant growing into the floor, into the chair, into the walls leading down to the ground. Just imagine these tendrils of light, these strands of light beginning to naturally, effortlessly flow from your body. It may sound a bit odd, it may sound strange, but just dream what it would be like to be planting yourself securely into Mother Earth, knowing that it's comfortable, it's expected, it's actually wanted, so that you can feel just how much Gaia cares for you, loves you. So as you feel yourself being rooted deeply into Mother Earth, expanding your consciousness to the air, just imagine these same tendrils of light streaming out of the rest of your body into the air, anchoring you into space, floating effortlessly up into the sky, into the stars, into the heavens, so that you begin to feel yourself literally, fully, gracefully, lovingly supported by the land, by the clouds, the oceans, the mountains, the deserts, the stars, because our body makes up in minerals connections to all of those. So again, taking a few deep breaths and recognizing how much this planet loves you, because it's providing you life freely. And though it may seem at times to be challenging to take care of daily life, the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, all from Mother Earth. So now taking a moment just to imagine yourself bowing before a beautiful goddess of some kind who, in your mind, represents Mother Earth. Smiling and recognizing that her support, Mother Earth's support, supports your passion to be of service. The next leg of our journey, I invite you to imagine that you're walking down a street or avenue towards a massive stadium, huge arena, a place where extraordinary sports and concerts and theater is provided to thousands of people all at once. Envision you beginning to come close to the border of this stadium, the arena, and you see the sun. It's shining a path to you to walk in through the front gates of that stadium. It's like the sun is creating this golden carpet for you to walk through the gates of this stadium. And as you walk into the stadium, you walk down the stairs onto the main stage or the main field. You happen to notice that there's an extraordinary comfortable chair sitting smack dab in the middle of it all. And you happen to notice that that beam of light that directed you into the stadium now is like a spotlight focusing on that chair. And you sense it calling you to come to sit in that chair. There's a sense of anticipation of joy, like that moment you know you're about to get an extraordinary gift, or that moment you know that some amazing, wonderful news is about to be shared with you. That moment you step off the plane or train or get out of the car into a place you've always wanted to go to, knowing that someone you dearly love is waiting to give you a hug. Those feelings of joyful anticipation quicken your pace as you approach the chair. And if you didn't know any better, you'd almost swear the arms of the chair were motioning you to come and sit down and relax. And you do. The moment you sit in that chair, you sense the chair is forming the perfect fit to your body. Miraculously, it's just the right temperature, just the right firmness. And you begin to realize that this chair is beginning to levitate off the ground. And you feel excited. You feel comfortable. You feel safe. You're not scared to take in the view as you begin to rise up to be absolutely center. It's as if you could imagine that arena to be a sphere, a globe. And you're going to rise to the exact center so that you can take in a full 360 view of above and below and all around you. And this levitation is effortless. You feel a sense of anticipation again of something marvelous about to happen. As you get to the exact center of the sphere that arena would make, it begins to slowly turn in a circle, slowly, ever so slowly, so that you can get a full 360 view of every inch of that stadium. And one by one, like popcorn popping in a pan, you begin to see people pop into those seats. And you begin to recognize some of them. You begin to realize that the people popping into those seats are people that you have personally served in some form or fashion. It could be as simple as you held the door open for them at the local store. It could be maybe you were a nurse or a psychiatrist or a first responder or a grocery clerk or store clerk or someone in service. You could be someone who made their bed in their hotel. Whoever it has been that you personally have served in some form or fashion, no matter the service, no matter how you feel about your service, whether you think it's grand or insignificant, the people you have served, the lives you have touched, begin filling the seats of that stadium. And they're filling it absolutely silently. But you can tell by the looks on their faces, the smiles from ear to ear, You can sense that they are so, so happy to see you. They are thrilled to show you firsthand their gratitude. And as you begin to see the arena become packed with people, even the aisles are packed with people, you begin to see a wave of them standing up and beginning to applaud. They're applauding you. The applause, the roar, feels deafening. It reverberates through every molecule of your body. It's like you're in one of the best clubs and the best music is playing and you are just feeling it rock you to every joint. Every molecule of your body is buzzing as you receive the gratitude of all the people that you have positively touched in some form or fashion. And just as you sense your heart about to explode, you begin to realize the impact you have made by being of service. Allow it in. Allow this gratitude to fill you and wash over you. And as you begin to absorb the applause, the cheers, the roar of the crowd, you allow yourself to take it in fully. It's as if you're breathing and drinking in this absolute Niagara Falls of gratitude, washing through you comfortably, washing away any notion that you are somehow not important. Because you are important. And all of a sudden you begin to sense that the crowd, the first crowd, is beginning to quiet down, but they're still standing and they're still beaming their gratitude to you. You begin to see, as if it's holographically projected, a second and third and fourth level of people showing up. Hundreds of thousands of people are beginning to fill this stadium. And you begin to understand that because you helped one person in some way feel happier, healthier, loved, supported. You helped one mother have a nicer day. You helped one child feel less afraid. You helped one father who is overwhelmed with being an work-at-home dad and a teacher at the same time. You helped one person feel more confident, feel less pain. You begin to understand that that one person is connected to other people. And so the one person that you have helped in some shape or form in a positive way, that positive support has rippled to their family, their friends, their co-workers, their neighbors. It has rippled out. And you begin to sense that your capacity to be of service is unlimited. What you do for one person ripples and ripples and ripples out to others. And it ripples out to people that you will never meet, you will never know. They will never know you. But you made that difference. And as you see these hundreds of thousands of people simultaneously bowing to you, take it in. Receive the gratitude. Allow this gratitude to flush from you those people you have served who were not so grateful for your service. Allow this tsunami, this ocean of gratitude to wash away sadness from the loss of people you have served but have passed away. Allow this sense of gratitude to fortify your capacity to feel fulfilled. Taking in those deep breaths again to the count of 4. And just imagine in your lifetime how many thousands of people you have positively impacted by something as simply as smiling at them as you walk down the street. By something as simple as sending them a text saying, "Hey, how you doing?" It could be also as profound as saving their life. As you now settle into an awareness that this capacity to be of service is at the core of helping you be the healthiest, happiest person you can be, this levitating chair begins to rise even higher. And you wonder whether or not you're going to go into outer space, and sure enough you do. Comfortably, effortlessly, easily, you pass through the sky, and you begin to rise so high up in your chair, you see Mother Earth in her totality. Perfectly protected, perfectly comfortable. And you begin to sense Mother Earth herself saying, "Thank you." She's got your back. And with the same ease, with the same level of support and safety and security, you sense your chair coming back down to the center of the stadium that is now empty. And the chair sits down with such a light touch you don't even feel it. As you begin to stand, you begin to walk out of that stadium, you get a sense of peace. A sense of peace that is now part of your molecular structure. So that as you continue to be of service, as you are called from one crisis to the next, as you witness day after day what could be unimaginable chaos and suffering, draw upon the memory that every act you do of service is fully appreciated. You may never know it, you may never see it, you may never hear it, but it is fully appreciated. As you visualize yourself leaving the stadium and walking back down the same street you started this journey on, you direct your attention now to finding yourself back into this present moment in time. And to help re-ground yourself into this moment, let's begin to take a few of those deep breaths one more time to the count of 4. You do your own counting. On your first deep breath, as you breathe in deeply, I invite you to stretch your body slowly, carefully. As you release your breath and begin to take standard breaths, just stretch your arms, your legs. Maybe slowly stretch your neck by imagining that there's a point of light coming out of the top of your head, and you're going to draw a circle on the ceiling. So you slowly, carefully begin to pivot your head and draw a circle of light to stretch your neck. Maybe you do that a couple times clockwise, slowly, and then a couple of counterclockwise circles to stretch your neck. Get yourself back into this present moment, opening your eyes. On your next deep, full breath, you scan your emotional body one more time. How are you feeling now? Being mindful that whatever feelings you're having right now, they're neither good or bad, right or wrong. They're just how you're feeling. And with a few more standard breaths to prepare for your next deep breath, revisit how you feel connected to that which you consider sacred or divine, holy. How is that connection feeling now? Being mindful that no matter how you're feeling about your connection to that which you consider to be divine, it just is. Again, neither right or wrong, good or bad. As you open your eyes, if they're not open already, and you begin to possibly stand if you're not already standing, slowly again stretching, maybe bowing over slowly, stretching your back, touching your toes ever so slowly, ever so carefully. You begin to feel this release of those tendrils of light are beginning to dissolve like mist on a foggy day when the sun rises. And now you feel yourself clear and free, fluid to move as you wish. Take a few more minutes now, if you can, to just slowly re-enter your day or evening. And remember, it is with great gratitude I bow to you for your passion to be of service. Know that you have at least one person in this world who is of immense gratitude for you. Aloha.